that mischievous grin on your face for?
It's time for a test.
A test? When you said you had this week's video, I never was ready for a test. No, I don't think so. Besides, that's the kids. They're in exam mode, not me. I've done that, been there, over. I don't like tests.
Oh, that's what you're worried about. It's not that type of test.
What do you mean not that type of test? I'm on display before all these people. It is a test.
It's a true or false test.
Oh, those are even worse. I don't like true or false tests.
No, Jesus says this week, it is the truth that will set you free, and then you'll
Oh,
be free
it's
indeed.
that type of test? Well, that's true, so I've got that. That's good. Got it. 100%?
You jumped ahead of yourself. Just take a deep breath.
Oh, whatever.
Hold on a second. Question number 1.
Okay.
Is Pentecost Sunday a Jewish holiday?
Oh, that's good. I can take this test. That is true, because in the Jewish faith, they celebrate Pentecost, Penta meaning 50 days after the Passover as their Thanksgiving harvest festival. That's why the disciples had gathered for Pentecost in the temple.
You're right.
Yes.
Question number 1.
Got that one.
Correct.
Well, thank you.
Gets a little more tricky. Question
Oh.
number 2. Is Pentecost Sunday celebrated 7 days after Ascension Day?
No. Jesus, that's false. Because Jesus ascends 40 days after Easter,
Right.
which would make that like the Thursday before Ascension Sunday. So, no, false.
You are correct. Very
But
good.
we move it to observe it on that Sunday.
Very good. Now,
Mm-hmm.
question number 3.
Okay?
Is that day of Pentecost the day where all the disciples are gathered in that room together, and divided tongues as a fire come to rest upon each of them, and they can hear each other speaking in their own native languages, but understand in the language of each?
Yes, because that's the Christian holiday of Pentecost, which we are celebrating this Sunday. So that is true. And technically, as a Spanish major, I always was hoping for that to happen to me too.
Yeah, it's really just this fantastic image of what that day is, where they come to understand the faith, and as they understand the faith, they can listen to each other in the native language of each, but speak in their own tongue. And it's this unifying moment where the church is sent out into the world to proclaim the good news to all.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I can only imagine what that day had to have been like.
Which leads me to my last question.
All right.
It's an extra credit.
Oh, good. Well, that's good. Since I'm 3 for 3, I can only go up from here.
Am I on fire? True or false?
How do I answer this question? I guess that is true if you're filled with the Holy Spirit.
That is right. That is most certainly true.
So join us. Let us all be set on fire with this Pentecost and Holy Spirit this Sunday as we celebrate the birth of our church, the arrival of the Holy Spirit for us all.
And this, my friends, is most certainly true. For the truth will set you free, and you will be free indeed. We'll see you Sunday.
See you then.